Welcome to CloudNote. On this video, I will be showing you how you can use the CloudNote computer-based testing. To get started, click on the menu, navigate to the computer-based test. Now that you're here, let me explain to you how the computer-based test work. You can use CloudNote computer-based test for your midterm, for your test, for your examination, for homework, and even for your classwork. And on the computer-based test, we have three core functions here, which are the question bank, the create exam group, and the download offline CBT app. The question bank stores all your questions across your classes and subjects. The exam group helps you organize your exams like a folder. The offline CBT app helps you take your exam completely offline without internet. This means you can host your CBT exam in your school premises. Now let me show you how to use the question bank. All you have to do is click on the question bank, select a class, basic one, select a subject. Now, while you're here, I will explain every bit of component here for you so you don't get missing. We have tab here called the question, we have the sections, and then we have bulk upload. The questions, this is where your questions will appear once you start adding them. Sections are used to organize your questions, such as your comprehension questions. Bulk upload helps you upload examination question in bulk by downloading an Excel template or converting your Microsoft Word questions to CBT ready questions. Now let's look at adding of new question. You can add a new question manually, or you can use AI to help you generate your examination question. Now let me show you how you can create your examination question. Click on the add new question. Once you click on it, a question tab will appear, and now you can see where you can choose the question type. So we have 8 different question type, which are objective, theory, subjective, true or false, puzzle, pin on image, slider, categorized, and match. On this video, I will concentrate on the objective questions so you don't get missing. Now, this is where we can enter the question. This can be who is a boy. Then we can define our options. Obi is a boy. Option Ada. The next option, we can say Choma. The next option, we can say Nkechi. So once we have this option ready, we can then specify that the correct answer is option A. You can add images to your question title by clicking on this image. Now you can either upload question or use online images by searching for images. So I can search for image of an apple. Now I can choose this and add it to my question. You can also add images to your option by clicking on the image options showing here, and you can easily come here and search for an image by the name. I can select mango. Now I will choose this one and proceed. So once I'm done with the question, remember this section is used to sectionize your question. A best use case for this can be your comprehension question. You can use this question tag to demarcate your questions for different purposes. You can group your questions based on terms by saying this question is for first term, is for second term, is for third term. You can also assign topics to your questions, which is coming from your lesson note module. Now, let me show you something very key here. On your question, you can insert mathematics symbol by navigating up and clicking on this mouse. Remember, the question title has to be active for this to be active. Now let's make it inactive. As you can see, this is disabled. Now let's go back to making it active. Now as you can see, this is enabled. So now let's add mathematics symbols to our questions. Click on mathematics. You will see a mathematics input. Click on the keyboard, and then you can see different mathematics equations and formulas. Now let's solve for something very simple. You can easily add square root to your question. You can easily add square root to your questions this way, and then once you add it, it automatically appears. Now let's solve for another formula. Let's add a different formula to our question. You can click on this arrow here to show you more options. This arrow to show you more options. So let's add a division. We have one at the top. We can remove this one and add a square root. We can come down by using our hand and adding a square root under. Now let's solve for another equation. Let's add a division symbol. We have this division symbol. Now we can add this. We can come here at the top and add this. We can also specify this. We can also specify some equations and have this done on our question. So it's that simple to insert mathematics symbols on your question. Now let me show you how you can add shapes to your questions. We click on the draw, and then you can see the sketch pad. Beneath the sketch pad, we have different shapes, so we can select the triangle and then it will appear on our sketch pad. You can increase the size if you want to. And then click on insert into my editor. So this will allow you insert shapes into your question. So it's that simple. Once done, click on save, and congratulations, you've saved your first question on CloudNote successfully. Now let's look at the question section. Question section works best with comprehension. Now this is a use case. You're adding a question that your students are meant to read a comprehension. So we can call this comprehension, and then we can paste in the story here, like who was there when the lion ate the goat. So you can add your story here, and once you're done, you can save it. Now how do you link this to your question? Navigate to your questions, click on your section. You can now click on comprehension and then update. So once you update this, when the students are answering this question, they will see this comprehension and the story to enable them answer the question that are linked to the section. Now let's look at the bulk upload. You can easily upload bulk question on CloudNote by downloading an Excel template or converting text to question. So you can paste your question here, and once you're done pasting it, it will convert it to CBT ready questions for you to use for your exams.